All right, so we're at SHOT Show 2020. We're at the SIG Sauer booth, and we've got SIG's new red dots for pistols. Now, you got a couple of them here. This one is the Romeo Zero on the SIG P365 XL. Same footprint, Phil. This is Phil Strader, by the way. Phil is a handsome man and a very accomplished competitive pistol shooter.
More handsome man than competitive pistol shooter, but that's okay. It's okay.
All right, so the Romeo Zero is it's got the same footprint as the Shield RMSC, which has kind of been the go-to if you've got a compact pistol or a carry pistol. That's been kind of the go-to for a long time. So SIG, this is SIG's entry into the foray, right?
Into the micro dot foray, yes, sir.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So RMSC footprint, what size dot?
Well, what will come on the gun is a 3 MOA, but we're actually going to offer it with a 3 and a 6 for those who want a little bit bigger dot.
Right, and one of the things that I really love about red dots on pistols is it's kind of like hitting the easy button. You know, young guys, you're used to just putting red dots on things and pulling the trigger. You know, older guys, I got a little frost on the bushes. I don't know if you can see it on camera.
I didn't even notice.
You know, but sometimes it's hard to get your eye focused on that front sight, and being able to just put a red dot on the target is kind of nice. And also, I think under stress, people are going to threat focus, like in a defensive scenario. They're going to focus on the threat, and they're going to be looking at it anyway, so you just put the red dot on there, and it's point and click at that point.
Yeah, once you get over the learning curve of how to shoot with a red dot as opposed to iron sights, no one can deny that it makes the easier shots, the harder shots easy, and it just makes an average shooter a better shooter. That's just the way it is.
That's right. So Romeo Zero will be available with 6 MOA dot, 3 MOA dot, RMSC footprint. And when is it going to be available?
We're actually shipping that gun in that configuration now, and obviously as the months progress, we're going to ramp out production. Of course, our optics team is working their butts off to make sure we're getting the sights we need to meet demand, but they're shipping now, and we're going to keep shipping.
Okay, so initially available on 365 XL.
That's correct.
Alrighty. What we got over here?
Well, this is an example. Yeah. This is an M18, and these guns were actually set up here so not only could you see that we are taking this, what you would call a red dot revolution, seriously, in that we are offering guns with optics on them. We want to make sure that we offer a lot, or most of our pistols, not just optic equipped, but optic ready. And this is an example of one of those. The M18, the P320 M18, much like all of our X series guns, come optic ready right out of the box. Right. But we went a step further, and we actually introduced a line of X series guns that are optic equipped, but we changed things up a little bit. One of the complaints about this setup is that you lose your rear sight and your ability to co-witness.
Now that's an optic ready setup.
That is an optic ready setup. Gotcha. But the optic equipped setup, we've changed that a little bit by putting the suppressor height rear sight dovetailed in with a suppressor front. So now you got a good co-witness ability, I guess you could call it, with the red dot. And now on these optic equipped 320s, they'll come with a 6 MOA dot, but they are available in 3s as well.
So are they going to be, if you've already got one of these guns, you've got an optic ready gun, are you going to be able to go out and get one of these sights on your own?
You are correct. You will be able to get those. They're available as accessories, again, as 3 or 6 MOA dots, whatever you prefer. It's a simple sight plate change. You can go right to that optic. And of course, as you can see,
and this is
they're available in FDE.
Right, and this is what it's going to look like if you do that. So you'll have standard front sight height, and you'll lose the rear, but you'll still pick up, you know, a huge viewing window, really a wonderful mini red dot for a pistol. Yep. If you buy the optic equipped pistol, then you know you've got the higher sights, and of course if you think you're probably going to put a suppressor on a pistol, which a lot of folks do, I kind of think it's awesome. Probably want to go with the optic equipped gun right out of the gate.
Most likely, yeah, that's probably a good idea because it does a few things on that. Now this one, keep in mind though, there are fixes for this. This sight, the Romeo 1 Pro, comes with a little notch in the back of it. It's a very shallow notch, so you theoretically could pop this sight out and replace it with a suppressor height sight and have some sort of co-witness ability. I love that word.
It is. We're just making it up, man.
I don't like it. That's mine. I'm gonna trademark that. But you can co-witness with that front sight to a degree with the rear notch in the sight. You just don't have that night sight rear ability. But you know.
But whatever, at least
it's a backup, right?
Yes, and it's a backup anyway, and you'll have 2 sighting systems on a pistol, and a little bit of redundancy is always a good thing. If you want like really solid sights that you can see and come from the factory, you'll have that setup, but you can still have some sighting redundancy even if you have an optic ready a gun. You can just drop an optic on there and still have a form of iron sights available.
Definitely.
All right, well, that's all we got from SHOT Show 2020. Those are the new mini red dots from SIG, kicking off the red dot revolution.